There comes a point in your healing journey when everything becomes clear, when you finally grasp the full scope of what you endured in a narcissistic relationship. You begin to understand that it wasn't your fault. You were manipulated, gaslit, devalued, and discarded in cycles that felt endless. Yet despite the psychological, emotional, financial, and even physical toll it took on you, here you are, still standing, still moving forward. At the beginning, you likely didn't feel victorious. You may have been confused, broken, and unsure of what even happened. Like many, you weren't taught about narcissistic abuse. You didn't know terms like gaslighting, triangulation, projection, or future faking. You just knew something was deeply wrong. You questioned why someone would intentionally disrupt your peace, ignore your needs, sabotage your joy, or isolate you from your support system. You gave and gave until you were running on empty, trapped in a fog you couldn't name. But then something shifted. Maybe it was a small moment of defiance, a final no, or the moment you stopped responding. Whatever it was your awakening. You started learning about narcissistic abuse, reflecting on the relationship through a new lens. You realized their love was conditional, performative, and used as bait. You saw how your kindness and empathy were exploited and twisted into weakness. This clarity didn't arrive overnight. It took time, pain, and inner work. But over time, the distance you created from the narcissist made you stronger. Their power over you faded, and your sense of self returned. With each step forward, whether it was blocking them, refusing to engage, or simply choosing peace over chaos, you reclaimed pieces of yourself. You stopped chasing answers or closure. You gave yourself the closure they would never provide. They may try to hoover, to tempt you back with promises, guilt, or provocations. But if you stay firm in your boundaries, silent, unavailable, unshakable, then you become unhoverable. The narcissist sees that the person they try to break has not only survived, but evolved. That's a loss their ego can't handle. And this isn't just about surviving abuse. It's about thriving after it. You've done what they never thought possible. You healed. You grew. You learned. You now understand patterns, behaviors, and red flags. You can name the abuse for what it was. More importantly, you no longer internalize it. Your identity is no longer wrapped in what happened to you. It's rooted in who you've become. This victory isn't about revenge. It's not about getting even. It's about reclaiming your energy, your time, your purpose. It's about living a life that no longer revolves around pleasing, fixing, or surviving someone else. It's about peace, genuine, quiet peace. That's your win. And when the narcissist senses that they no longer have any part in your life, when they can't touch your emotions, drain your resources, or dominate your thoughts, that's when they realize they've truly lost. You're no longer a source of supply. You're no longer accessible. You've closed the door, and with it, you've shut down their illusion of control. You've stepped out of the fog. You've reached the emotional mountaintop, indifference. And from that vantage point, you don't just survive. You rise. You win.